extension.
For the member for Albury.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my question is directed to the Minister for Emergency Services. Minister, given that the bushfire season has recently commenced, how is the government ensuring our emergency services agencies are well equipped to keep the community safe this summer?
Thank you. For the Minister for Emergency Services.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and of course I'm very grateful to the member for Albury for his question. Madam Speaker, we are all too familiar with the devastating impact that our emergency events such as bushfires can have. Here in New South Wales, our Rural Fire Service volunteers have attended more than 27,000 grass or bushfires in the last 5 years alone. Of course, some of these are more confronting than others, but nevertheless, it is a clear demonstration that we live in one of the most bushfire-prone countries on earth. The New South Wales
government... on the front benches, the government front benches, please. That's it.
The New South Wales government is committed to building the state's capacity to effectively respond to bushfires and recover from the impact of disasters. We've backed this commitment with an investment of $1.23 billion in 2015-16 for fire and rescue, rural fire service and state emergency services. I take this opportunity to once again voice my sincere thanks, respect and gratitude to our emergency services workers and volunteers who do extraordinary things to protect and improve communities right around the year, often in the most arduous conditions. Last Friday, the member for Murray, my friend the Minister for Education, I officially opened the Mallee Rural Fire Brigade to help keep our regional communities safe this summer. Madam Speaker, most of New South Wales has now entered into bushfire danger period. I'm delighted to inform the House that today our emergency service agencies are prepared, armed and ready. During the cooler months of 2016-17, the budget will ensure our rural firefighters in local communities are appropriately equipped and vital hazard reduction is undertaken. $37.9 million has been invested into hazard reduction works, protecting almost 600,000 homes over the next 4 years. Although we cannot change the weather, the government is determined to ensure that the New South Wales RFS is properly resourced to ensure that bushfire risk continues to be managed effectively and that firefighters can respond quickly and effectively to bushfire incidents when they arise. The government has also invested $2.5 million for fire behaviour analysis and analysts and bushfire awareness, providing 4 new fire behaviour analysts to be deployed locally. The rollout of mobile weather balloons and portable weather stations to enable New South Wales RFS to conduct real-time assessments of weather conditions on a fire front will pay dividends this bushfire season. We've also engaged 10 full-time mitigation crews to increase the level of hazard reduction work across the state by enhancing the ability to undertake midweek burning. Regional communities are well protected this summer thanks to the government's $34.1 million investment of new tankers, logistics support vehicles, which will enable the development of a large, safe, modern and effective fleet that supports more than 2,000 rural fire brigades, around 74,000 members. Madam Speaker, we recently welcomed back Thor to assist with hammering fires from the sky this bushfire season. The RFS's large air tanker will join our aerial firefighting force of more than 100 aircraft. We also look forward to welcoming back the very large air tanker Southern Belle this season, and we provide valuable assistance to our firefighters as they battle bushfires. The government has committed $9.8 million to the RFS to trial large air tankers over 2 years, fulfilling an election commitment. Increasingly, over the 15-16 fire season, Southern Belle operated from Richmond Air Base and flew 17 missions over 9 fires. Thor flew 34 missions over 4 fires last season, operating from Richmond, Palembang in Indonesia, Albury, Dubbo and Avalon. Among their significant achievements, these aircraft proved their worth in Madden's Plain, in near Wollongong, which burnt beside the Princes Highway, the Beecroft Peninsula fire near the Shoalhaven, where a retardant line was laid to protect Curryong Village, and of course the Terra Bora fire in Hawkesbury. I am also pleased to advise the House that the government has been delivered on another election commitment to ensure the establishment and maintenance of fire trail networks across the state. We now have equipped the RFS with new legislative powers that are designed to ensure fire trails are constructed and maintained to the right standards. The new legislative regime will ensure that up-to-date and detailed information is readily available to the New South Wales RFS, other emergency services, as well as land managers who need to gain urgent access to fire trails during the bushfire season. Madam Speaker, only this morning the Deputy Premier and I had the great honour and privilege to present the New South Wales Get Ready Community Awards and the New South Wales Resilient Australia Awards at a ceremony here in Parliament House. The Get Ready Community Awards is a New South Wales initiative that recognises and celebrates New South Wales community that has come together and done exceptional work to make their community more prepared and better able to recover from disasters. Winners of these awards are showing how communities and emergency services can work together to get ready for bushfires. Get Ready Community Awards was won by the remote New South Wales town of Barradine, which had a lucky escape after the Warrumbungle fires when 95% of the bushfire was destroyed. It was a close call, and the catalyst for the award-winning community project had been transformed Barradine into a leading light in disaster resilience and in New South Wales. To all of our...
Member for Albury. Extension of 2 minutes is granted. Thank you.
Madam Speaker. To all of today's award winners, I'd like to place on the record my congratulations and commend your outstanding achievements. Madam Speaker, the government is proud to support the RFS and in fact all our emergency services across the state. During the bushfire season, the RFS public awareness campaign Prepare Act Survive will once again help communities assess their risk. The government is delivering ongoing funding, new equipment and new powers to arm our emergency services workers, and the community can rest assured this government is protecting their safety this fire season. Madam Speaker, it was only this last weekend that I attended the VRA Awards and presented medals and accolades to our VRA volunteers. And it got me thinking about accolades. Are we presenting enough awards to people? And you know, I looked at some of the accolades that could be offered, and I saw one accolade offered in the United Kingdom is the Freedom of City of London. And, you know, that accolade is given to people like Michael Caine, Winston Churchill, Benjamin Disraeli, Ulysses Grant, Nelson Mandela and Theodore Roosevelt. And I thought to myself, how do you become a free man of London? And I looked it up, and apparently to be a free man of London you can be awarded by carrying a naked sword in public, and you can find if the police find a freeman drunk, they will bundle him into a taxi and send him home. And I thought, who would get an award like this? And I looked on the parliamentary website, and a member for Prospect is a member, is a free man of London. And I thought,